Hi Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. This is your general November 2016 month ahead reading. I'm doing a Celtic cross for you today. I'm not appearing on screen because I'm up to the wire with work and I'd like to record via my camera, but it takes too long to upload the videos. And also, because you've got your love reading coming up, I thought I might as well just do it just for this month only, because I like to connect with you guys. That's the way I do it. And I always feel that, you know, when people come for personal readings, I like them to see who they're getting their personal reading from. And that's fine for other tarot readers that just want to show the card. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a brilliant concept just to show the cards all the time. But for me, I prefer to be on screen, at least with one of the readings, so you know who you're connecting with. You can see into my eyes. You can see what I'm like as a person, who I am as a person, Libra. So it's just for this month only that I'm going to be showing you the spread, okay? But other times on the general reading, you'll always see me on the video, okay? Sorry for anyone who wants to just see the cards, but that's the way that I like to play it on my channel. A lot of readers actually talk to the camera, and I'm one of them, but I've tried to compromise, okay, by giving you guys the love reading spread, the 21 card Celtic, and me on the generals, okay? But just for this month, because I'm really up against the wire with trying to get everything out this month, I'm going to do it this way. And I'm recording from the camcorder because it's from the webcam this month, because it's quicker to upload. So we're going to have a look at what's coming in for you in the month of November 2016. Universe Spirit, show me Libra. Show me Libra for the month of November 2016. What's coming in for Libra? Sun, Moon and Rising signs, Libra. Sun, Moon and Rising signs, Libra. Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of November 2016. Show me Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, Libra. Sun, Moon and Rising signs, Libra. Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of November 2016. What's coming in for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of November 2016. Show me. Okay, so we've shuffled the cards. We're going to separate the deck into three, from left to right, collect it back up, and we're going to put down your present situation, challenge, the foundation or stroke distant past, leading on to the recent stroke near past, what's coming up in the immediate future for you guys, the best that you can achieve, or your crowning thoughts in the month of November 2016. Let's push these down a little bit. We're looking at here, oh dear, I'm going to try and push these along a little bit here. Trouble with the webcam, it uploads quicker, but it's getting everything in, that's the problem. We're going to look at the you now stroke external factors, which should show why this is happening in the present situation. The influences that are coming in as a result of the immediate future card. Your hopes and fears as a result of this immediate future card. And the overall outcome. Okay, now I'm going to be pulling secondary cards once we turn these ones over. So let's have a look. Hanged Man. This tries jumping out before. Strength. Eight of Cups is your challenge. This, as a result of this. Chariot as a result of strength. Immediate future, Temperance. The best that you can achieve, Page of Cups. When you look at the best that you can achieve positions here at the top, they're usually what you're thinking about now. So it's your crowning thoughts now. It's the best that can happen. It's not saying it's happening. It's just saying the best that you would like to happen potentially right now, or it's something that's going on with you at the moment. The external factors, Nine of Pentacles, which is the you now position. Ten of Swords as a result of this Temperance card in the immediate future. The Queen of Wands is your hopes or fears. And the outcome shows us the Ace of Cups. Okay, so we're going to, Libra, get some clarifiers with this. I call them clarifiers or secondary cards. I can either show the reason why we've got the first card, or they enhance it. So it's either a Hanged Man because, or Hanged Man and, or Hangman but, if that makes any sense to you guys. So we're going to have a look at why we've got Hangman here. The Empress. Queen of Swords. Well, you definitely, I feel your challenge is moving on. Because you've got the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, Temperance and the Ace of Swords. I feel that you're stuck in some memories here, Libra, in the month of November 2016. Whenever you do a Celtic cross or any type of spread, start with the area that you feel resonates with you the most or makes the most sense to you. You know, if you've got two cards together and they don't gel, like most cards have a synonymous meaning together. Okay, so for example, the Nine of Pentacles in the you now position can often represent somebody who's a single in a gilded cage, and somebody like this. The thing with the tarot is to look at the deeper connotations of the card. Don't just look at what your general meanings are. Get into it, because the tarot represents life. Okay, it represents life, and it represents what's going on with the human being in everyday life. It's not a joke. It's not some airy fairy shit. It's okay. So just looking at this spread so far, and I hope you guys can see the cards properly. You know, the you now position will start off with that, and we've got a we've got a Nine of Pentacles and a Six of Cups, and to me that immediately. Remember, when you do tarot, speak how it seems to you. Get into the cards, get into the actions of the people. Okay, how does it kind of seem to you? What feeling do you get from the cards when you see them together? This is the whole point of tarot, because as I said, it represents your life. That's what it does. I feel that right now, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is a card that is lovely, and it is a nice card, especially when it's to do with money or it's to do with achievement, because the Nine of Pentacles is a card about somebody who's achieved a great deal within her life. This can be showing a lady at lunch, a middle-aged lady who's getting a good pension from her workplace or the government, and she's able to kind of, you know, tend her garden and go on holiday with her friends and that type of thing. But also the Nine of Pentacles. Why a lot of tarot readers don't like this card, because it shows someone who has everything, but she lives in a gilded cage. And for some of you guys, it could be that you're a single mum, because the Nine of Pentacles can be a single woman and the Six of Cups can be children. So potentially for some of you right now in the you now possession, it could be that some of you are a single mum. The Nine of Pentacles, you are independent, single mom, single dad. You're independent, you look after the home, you make a good living, and you're looking after children, the Six of Cups. And that's why when you look at the present situation card as a reflection of this card here, it could say that maybe you're feeling a little bit caught up. The Hanged Man means that your hands are tied. Could be your hands are tied because you're a mum, because you've got the Empress card here. Okay. So for some of you guys, it might be in the month of November that you are very much or acutely aware of your status in life. That the Nine of Pentacles is, well, you know, I'm single, I'm looking after my house, my home, I've got a couple of kids here. Look at how the cards look to you as well. There's a woman on her own here. She makes a good living, she's independent, but there are children here with the Six of Cups. For some of you, it could be that you're on your own maybe, and you're reminiscing about the past, because you've got the Six of Cups here, and the Six of Cups often shows up when we're reminiscing about the past. We're thinking about happier times, and so some of you might have been newly single, out of relationships, out of marriages, that type of thing. Because the Nine of Cups represents a gilded cage a lot of the time, and a woman who's on her own and she has beauty around her, but she doesn't have love. You know, if you're that type of person, it can kind of lead you, Libra, to be thinking, you know, if you're this type of individual here, it doesn't show a hermit, but number nines usually represent isolation and reflection and, you know, looking at one's life and feeling on one's own and having to protect one's territory, as the Nine of Wands often is. And, you know, this can be somebody here who lives on her own, his or her own, and, you know, they have everything except for love. And usually if you're that type of person in that type of position, it does make you reminisce about the past, Because you've got a lot of time on your hands when you're single. You might have friends and stuff, but what about the lonely times um, when you don't have anybody around and you're sitting down and you're thinking about your life and you're thinking about a relationship from the past that you had and how happy you were to be in a couple with that Six of Cups there. Um, but also this could be someone who wants a relationship, I suppose, because lady who has everything, lady man who has everything, but they're looking towards the Six of Cups. You might be looking towards the past, you might be looking towards the future. Six of Cups doesn't have to just represent the past, it can represent new connections that we make, early connections, young connections that we make. It can be that, this is a pretty beautiful paradise that this woman is. So it would be easy for her in a way to look at something through rose-tinted glasses, through the eyes of romanticism. And the Six of Cups means to be romantic and to feel romantic about a situation, or to look at, and also often this card means looking at something through rose-tinted eyes. So looking at something through the fantasy of it. So the card of illusion sometimes. So looking at things through the fantasy rather than the reality. And this is adding to the Hanged Man. Some of you guys might still be hung up on an Empress, for example, especially if this Empress is really reflective of what's going on in the Six of Cups. Could be that you're still stuck, because the Hanged Man means to be stuck. So sometimes when you get a card like that, if somebody says, how does somebody feel about me, and you get the Hanged Man, could either be that the person's not completely forgotten about you, but they've just put you on hold. Sometimes this means that person's still hung up on you because the person's hung up. Okay. Sometimes it means if somebody's saying, well, would somebody come back to me, you get the Hanged Man. It's not that they're not going to come back, it's just not right now, because maybe their hands are tied with the Hanged Man card. So for some of you guys, it's going to be a variety of things. You might be on your own, single, in the you now stroke external factor situation, reminiscing about the past. You might be a single mom looking after children. Okay, you might be single and thinking about how lovely it would be to have a romantic relationship come in. Okay, because you work so hard, but you don't have any play. Six of Cups often also means to play, childish play. So for some of you guys, you might want a bit of play in your life, but your hands might be tied because potentially with the Empress, you're a mum, or you have children, as we can see with the Six of Cups. Or it might be that you're hung upon someone who was the Empress, everything to you, beauty, attractiveness, gorgeous, intelligent, had everything that you could want. So potentially this is why maybe in the you now position you're looking at the past, because you're not with that person anymore. The root of the issue is that you're trying to stay strong here. I feel that it's interesting that we have strength in the Knight of Swords, because it could mean that the root of the issue is that you're trying to stay strong here, but you're still feeling restless, because the Knight of Swords means to feel restless. Or the root of the issue in the month of November 2016, Libra, could be, well, I'm trying to stay strong. I'm trying to, stay away from this individual, especially if it's an individual that's around you. But this person keeps bugging me, because the Knight of Swords means to bug. It means, when you get a Knight of Swords, often because he's up the ass of this woman here. He's right behind her. Can you see that? How this card charges towards this person, but this person kind of holds back a little bit. We couldn't have the Knight of Swords in front, because it would mean that this person wouldn't see the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords wouldn't see them. They'd be leaving them, and this person would be trying to keep strong about somebody leaving, because he's rushing out of the Strength card, but he's rushing to the Strength card. So I feel that in a way you're resisting someone here. The foundation of the reading might be that you are resisting somebody here in the month of November 2016. So either you're probably resisting someone, or maybe with that Strength card you're trying to keep strong, because right now you're looking to the past here in the you now position. So it could be that for some of you guys in the month of November 2016, with that Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, that you are reminiscing about the past, or that you would like to have. I mean, this is a romantic card, the Six of Cups. It's, wanting an unconditional love, wanting a soulmate. So for some of you guys, you might be looking for a soulmate in the month of November 2016. But the Knight of Swords is not a soulmate. This is a wham bam thank you ma'am type of individual. Okay? And when he comes rushing in like a bolt out of the blue. You get the Knight of Swords into a Cups, you're fucked. Because it could be a relationship, but it will be a very swift one with a Knight of Swords individual. Because they're more than likely to want to get into a relationship quickly and want to leave just as quickly, like a Knight of Wands type of character. So for some of you guys, you might be feeling quite romantic and quite idealistic about relationships in the month of November 2016. And because of this, the root of the issue is that, you might get interest with this Knight of Swords, but you might refrain from it because what you truly want is a soulmate relationship and you don't want something fast and fleeting. For some of you guys, it might be that, you've been single, but there's still a soulmate around you here and you're trying to remain strong. The foundation is you're trying to ignore the thoughts or ignore the visions of this soulmate that you had. But with the Knight of Swords, it might be that your memory, your thoughts, because the Knight of Swords as an energy can mean our thoughts are very restless, because he means to be restless here. As a result of this, we have the Chariot and the Queen of Swords together. And the Chariot often means to want to move forward, to want to overcome an obstacle. And it could be through the way that you're thinking. So you're trying to think something logically. And it could also be that you're trying to move forward because you're trying to cut out. Queen of Swords also means to cut out. So for some of you guys, it might be that you're trying to cut out the thoughts of someone. So the Queen of Swords is often a very, very austere individual. She's the type of individual who will look at a situation and she'll look at it rationally. So even if you are reminiscing about someone or you are thinking about someone, there's all sorts of things that are going through this reading. So even if with this Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, you are reminiscing about somebody, a soulmate relationship. Maybe this is a soulmate relationship you want. Maybe it's a soulmate relationship that you had, and they're still on your mind here. It could be that the root of the issue is that you're trying to have inner strength, get over this period, but with the Knight of Swords, it might be that there's some restless thoughts that are coming to you through this situation. You're still feeling quite restless about the whole thing. Your thoughts kind of won't leave you alone with the Knight of Swords. So therefore, as a result of this, the Chariot says, well, I'm trying to move forward and align my thoughts, align myself. I'm trying to move forward and overcome the obstacle of these thoughts of the Knight of Swords. But in order to do that, I'm going to need to try and completely kind of be austere and cut this out. Because remember, the swords represent thoughts, ideas, and words. So for some of you guys, it will be, I'm trying to just cut this completely out. I need to cut this person away from me at the moment. If you're a single parent, something like that with the Nine of Pentacles, and you're looking after children here, and you've got your hands full doing all of this, it could be that the root of the issue is that with the Strength cards, you've just got too much to concentrate at the moment on. And here we have an individual here who's kind of very, very impulsive. They're in hot pursuit of you. They won't let it be because they're really interested. But you're trying to refrain from this individual because your hands are tied with that Hanged Man. Perhaps with being a mother or having mothering duties, whether you're male or female. And therefore, it could be with the Chariot card that this individual, the Chariot and the Knight of Swords can be the same type of individual. You try and ignore this individual. Queen of Swords means to cut out. So you're very kind of austere with this individual, or you try to give them a message, look, I'm not interested. Queen of Swords in terms of love, and this isn't meant to be a love reading, but it looks that way in a way. Queen of Swords can be somebody who doesn't want love, who's quite cutting with love, who cuts people out, who is single. She's often seen as a single woman in the tarot, quite cold, quite aloof. So it might be that you're aloof from a particular person who's bugging you, but you've got other responsibilities, Libra, in the month of November 2016, so you don't really feel that this is potentially, something that you can do at the moment. Your obstacle seems to be the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, and both of these cards are the same. Whenever you get, as I say, one card and then a secondary one, look for the correlation. If you're looking at probably clarifying one card, look at what's the correlation. How do these cards look the same? Well, both cards are about moving on. So your obstacle is kind of probably, and we can't just say moving on. If you're a single mom or a single parent, single mom, single dad, and you've got responsibilities and you've got people that are showing you interest, but because of the responsibilities you have in November, you don't see a way forward with kind of entertaining this idea. It could be your obstacle is, or your challenge is kind of changing direction, because both cards mean to change direction. Okay, it doesn't just mean to walk away from something, it means to actually change a direction. Both cards reference change. So it could be that your challenge is changing or doing something different to what you're doing right now with both of those cards, because you've got your hands tied with the Hanged Man over being a responsible parent. And because your crowning thoughts are the Page of Cups. So maybe, your crowning thoughts with the Page of Cups, it's about idealistic love and new love. But it's also a card that says, maybe there are children here. We've got a Page of Cups with that Ten of Pentacles. So maybe your crowning thoughts for some of you guys who are single parents, you're saying, well, my crowning thoughts at the moment, what I'm concentrating on the moment is being with my children, creating a Page of Cups can be a child. And this can be a family situation here with the Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, you might be concentrating on the moment, being a really good parent and creating a really kind of warm and stable and secure environment for your child. And this isn't really what you want at the moment. If you're looking for true love in the month of November 2016 with this Nine of Pentacles and Six of Cups, but you are refraining from a particular person, the root of the issue is that somebody's bugging you. And the Knight of Swords is not really a soulmate card to me. This is somebody who's a quick hit and quit it type of individual. So you refrain from this person here as the root of the issue, because you are looking for a soulmate relationship with that Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. And you decide to give this very kind of persistent man, the Chariot, a wide berth with the Queen of Swords. Because maybe with the Hanged Man, you're waiting. Hanged Man also means to be waiting. And with that Empress, for true love, Venus, the Empress is represented by Venus. So this could be, I'm waiting for maybe true love with that Empress card. And your obstacle is kind of doing something different or walking away from the past of a previous relationship that you're hoping to recreate. It could be that your crowning thoughts are, while you do this, is because you want to develop. You have an idealistic idea or a certain idealism about what true love is with that Page of Cups. And this is what you want to build up or create. You want to create a firm, solid relationship that is developed from your own idea, the Page of Cups, of what true love is, Libra. In the immediate future, for you guys, I feel, with Temperance card, it's about making adjustments. And when you get the Temperance card, it's about healing and trying to adjust ourselves, make adjustments within our own lives. So for some of you guys, it might be that in the immediate future, what you're looking to do, or you might be even contemplating perhaps this person, because the Temperance card means to contemplate, because when you're making adjustments, you're kind of pushing those cups one from the other, and trying to create some balance. And that comes through mental clarity going forward. So I feel that you are trying to, in the immediate future, create some balance through some form of mental clarity that comes to you with the Ace of Swords on where you are, where you want to be pertaining to relationships potentially. And around that comes the Ten of Swords, where I feel that you completely maybe disband with this relationship. The Ten of Swords means to disband. It means to give up. It means to see no way forward. There's no point in something here. Because with the Two of Wands, it might be that you are on a certain path, a new path. You're still searching for that particular ideal. The Two of Wands also means to search, okay? Because this person has an idea that they're holding on to and they want to take it out into the world. They have a certain sense of freedom. So also the Two of Wands can mean partnership. So it can mean, Ten of Swords may be death to a potential. Because remember, the lower the cards, the lower the potential of something. So the Two of Wands for me is the initial stages of an idea. So, it could be death to an initial stage of an idea, or the initial partnership, or what could have been the initial partnership here that we see that you're not willing to kind of ingratiate yourself in, because in the immediate future you kind of do a little bit of work with yourself, and there is that definite breakthrough with the Ace of Swords, mental clarity that comes to you, that as an influence coming in, I don't really want this with the Ten of Swords, and I'm not really, I don't want this because, with the Two of Wands, this is an early thing, this is an early relationship, it's of sorts, there's nothing really happening with it, I could move forward with it, but I don't really feel that I should. And your hopes will be, I feel, it's the Queen of Wands here, and this isn't you, but I feel that you're hoping that your confidence around this situation, Queen of Wands we can read as confidence, your confidence and your certainty and your ability to be completely clear about what you want, and also your ability to put yourself first and what your needs are, will bring in a positive relationship, the type of relationship that you want to see going forward with that Sun card. And in the outcome we see for the month of November, there is the potential for new love to come in, and this will be through the Six of Pentacles. Dating, serial dating. When you get the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles for me only really means a give and take relationship. If it's something that's already been built up. But for me, the Six of Pentacles often means, well, I give to you, then I give to you, then I give to you, then I give to you. So it's a card about kind of someone who tests the waters in terms of love with different people. So there could be the potential of love if you put yourself out there, I feel, to others with these cards. Because I feel, how I do tarot is I look at the immediate future and the influences that come in as a result of that immediate future, and what this could potentially lead to. And we've got a Ten of Swords here, and the Ten of Swords means to give up. So to me, this is like giving up on a potential partnership here, and it's the person that seems to be around you that you're not particularly that interested in, because I feel that you're looking for something else. Or, if you're a single parent or a single mom, single dad, I feel that you've got your hands tied with whatever it is that you're doing at the moment, and that, you think about things, you try and balance things out in the immediate future with that Temperance card, and you reach a point of clarity here that, this isn't worth, I feel, pursuing here. And it could be that in the outcome, if you're a single person, a mom or a single mom or dad, it could be that you put all your attention with that Queen of Wands, maybe on your children with the Sun, and through that, with the Ace of Cups, you gain happiness through taking care, because the Six of Pentacles can be taking care of someone. So you gain happiness, or your Ace of Cups moment is the fulfillment that you feel through looking after your children, or through looking after the people that mean the most to you with that card as well. But I feel that if you are, somebody who is single and you are, potentially looking for love, but you're looking for, in that Nine of Pentacles, your soulmate individual, some of you guys might be reminiscing about the past here. And it might be that in the present situation, this is why you're still hung upon an Empress, or somebody that you had developed a real strong link with. I see the Empress also as being a kind of soulmate card as well, because it represents two people who are highly, highly attracted to each other. There's a real draw, there's a real connection there. So you might still be hung upon this connection, but still you're reminiscing about somebody from the past here. Some of you guys might be on your own and reminiscing about somebody from the past, and this is why you're still hung upon them right now in the month of November. And it could be that the foundation, the issue is that, you're trying to heal with that Strength card, but somebody seems to come in with the Knight of Swords and they seem to be bothering you. But it could also be, I'm trying to heal, but with the Knight of Swords, I've got all these troubling thoughts bothering me. So what I'd like to do as a result of that is move on with the Chariot card. And in order to do that, I need to perhaps cut this person out completely and look at the relationship for what it actually was. Because the Queen of Swords adds a touch for me of realism to the reading. But your challenge is still trying to move on, especially if it's somebody that you're thinking of from the past. Because your crowning thoughts are, this relationship could have developed into something quite amazing. It could have developed into, gone the whole way with this Ten of Pentacles. So in the immediate future, you really start to work on yourself with that Temperance card. You start to try and make adjustments, and that comes through mental clarity that maybe this person isn't coming back. Because around that, you can see the Ten of Swords as well. You know, this partnership with the Two of Wands is defunct, I feel, with that Ten of Swords. So therefore, your hopes will be to become a new woman or a new man with that Queen of Wands. Stand in your confidence. Start getting really excited with the Sun, maybe over new relationships. And what comes in is the potential of a new love through looking at others with the Six of Pentacles. And if you're looking for a soulmate relationship, it's the same thing, Libra. Really, it's the same thing. Nine of Pentacles, looking single, looking for a soulmate relationship. Six of Cups. Ignoring, probably with the Strength card, some person that comes in that's far too eager with this Knight of Swords. Perhaps ignoring with that Queen of Swords this very eager individual with the Chariot, because your challenge is changing direction on what you're actually looking for, I feel, with this Eight of Cups and Six of Swords, because you're stuck on the idea of true love with the Empress, and your crowning thoughts are you want love or the development of a relationship to lead to something long term with the Ten of Pentacles. So in the immediate future, for those of you looking for a soulmate, you'll work yourself out with the Temperance card, and you'll reach a point of mental clarity that this person that's been pursuing you, it's no good, because you don't feel it with the Ten of Swords, and you're searching for something else with that Two of Wands. And in your hopes, it'll be, well, I'm hoping that as the Queen of Wands, as this confident person who knows exactly what she wants, that I'll actually find true love. I'll find that perfect relationship with the Sun. And the outcome shows, Libra, for the month of November 2016, that potentially new love could come through meeting different people with that Six of Pentacles. So that's a lovely reading, guys, for the month of November 2016. How did we do? 32 minutes. That's great. I'm going to be coming back with a love reading. I know this was a kind of a love reading, and I'm sorry if it was, because you got a love reading with the Gypsy Tarot spread. Let's see what that says and see if that expands on anything. But some of these readings just turn up as love, because a lot of the readings just say to me love. I mean, could be career, or it could be just a change in lifestyle, or something that you want to do, or that type of thing. But you know, I just speak as I find. Not all readings that I do I love at all. Some of them are on career, definitely, but I just talk about general readings. For me, are the energies that we see within the readings and how we can explain them. The only way that you get a more direct reading is through a personal reading. But this is a lovely reading nevertheless, no matter what it's based on. It might not be love for you in the month of November, it might be something else. Let me know your thoughts. But we're going to come back with your love 21 card love reading, Libra, and I'll see you on that one. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.